Sorry, guys, for the pause. Um, Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my crazy big black family on YouTube, guys. And if you're new and you're just now catching this video, please um, don't forget, please subscribe. Good morning, everybody. Happy 4th of July. Um, for most of you guys, it's a happy day. For me, the 4th of July that I had planned with my mom and my family is not going to be the 4th of July that we have this year. I came on here to do this video to first off say thank you. Thank you, and thank you to everyone out there that supported our family, that prayed for our family, that prayed for my mom, that followed this journey with my mom, Joyce's journey, her fight with cancer. For those that are new to this video on this channel, my mom was diagnosed with cancer about 2 months ago. And we were told that it was a very aggressive cancer. So when my mom was diagnosed, the cancer spread rapidly. When they first found the cancer, it was already in 3 spots of her body already, and it was in stage 4. So my mom didn't really have many options, and when she got diagnosed, my mom was gracious. My mom never complained. My mom was never asking why. My mom never said nothing bad about cancer. My mom never, blamed anybody. My mom just was so gracious throughout this process. And I feel like I keep telling this story over and over, literally, and it's only been 2 days since my mom passed. But through this whole ordeal, my mom has been so gracious. But the cancer was more aggressive and more hard on my mom than my mom could bear and take. My mom fought hard. My mom fought strong. But in the end, my mom was claimed and called home, Claimed by cancer, called home by her Heavenly Father up above. Praise Him, Jesus. I miss you, Mom. When I tell you, guys, there's no words that explains the way I'm feeling. I've heard people say it, and but when it hits home and it's you, it's a feeling of surreal that you kind of just can't get away from. It's a feeling of surreal that you're like, at some point this dream will stop and I'll wake up, but it doesn't stop. Nightmare, if you will. Like I said, my mom was gracious to this. She never complained. So we promised her that we would ride this ride with her and from beginning to end. And we did. We were there for her for the whole time. When my mom finally stopped breathing, thank God we weren't there. We were on our way, actually, that day. We were going to go up to the hospital and see her. It was the day after my oldest daughter's birthday. Before I left the hospital, the night before, and seeing my mom, my mom died on Tuesday. I'm on Monday, and we were up there, I believe it was on Sunday. So actually, she died on Tuesday morning, excuse me. We were up there Sunday, all day Sunday. We were up there, literally. And was, like I said, going to go up there again on Tuesday morning. That's what the plan was, We celebrated my daughter's birthday on July 1st, and we were going to go up there, and be with my mom, because she was still hanging on, which they had said she wouldn't make it for those days. They had expected her to be prior to pass on at least now 10 days ago. She was expected to pass away last Monday. So my mom, again, her will, her strength, her determination for life, for love, and for family kept her here. She bypassed my grandbaby's birthday, which was June 28th. She bypassed my daughter's birthday, which was July 1st. And these were things that we had planned while she was alive and before we found out about her sickness, to do things, to celebrate, to have family, because that's what we do. If you watch our videos, if you subscribe off this video, you'll go back and you'll see many videos of my mom, many videos of outings with my mom. These last couple of years, I've been very close with my mom. We've had our bouts in the past, but I thank God in the last 4+ years, we've been really, really close and tight knitted. May all my life, but like I said, like all kids, me and my mom have had our ups and downs, but we managed to move past everything, to be we've been sticking together like glue. We were always going out, we were always doing things, and like I said, when my mom found out her diagnosis, we were all there from the beginning of this situation until the end. My mom held on as long as she could. And how the nurse explained it to us, this most beautiful nurse, his name was Kyle. I'll never forget him. He explained it to us that, and it's been his practice and his, so this might make somebody out there who's going through this or who may be, facing what we just went through. The solace that he gave me was that saying that, when a person is about to pass on, and it's been his, experience, because he's been doing this for years, they kind of know before they even, before they leave Earth, whatever dedication or whatever they had going on, like whatever was going on, they still know that, like when they're passing. They still know that this has to be, this was like these big events, or if you're there and you're talking around them. I was also told by a doctor that the last thing to go is the hearing when they're passing. And again, this is educational, and this is to teach somebody out there who may be going through this or about to face this. So when you're facing somebody that's passing, just make sure, if you're there, if they're not, if they eyes are closed, they can't speak or anything, you speak to them. You talk to them. You keep talking and you keep talking until they take their last breath. You talk to them, because I was told by a professional medical doctor that hearing is generally the last thing that goes. So they can hear us, and they can hear us around them. And if we're planning, or, if in their mind before they got really sick, they knew this was, they'll try to hold on. So she tried to hold on, I guess, because she knew my grandbaby was going to turn 4. We had planned a party for him. We had planned things. She knew my daughter was going to be 33, because her husband and her were married while I was pregnant with my oldest daughter. So, like, things like this stood out in her mind. She also knew her birthday is July 1st. So, to make a long story short, she bypassed both those days, defying all odds, because the odds were that 8 days prior to her passing, she would have passed. But she didn't. She defied all that. She defied medicine, and she held on for 8 days after they said she wouldn't make it. So I bring to you, and I come to you, and I say to you guys, this video. 1, Mom, I know you're up there, and I know that you're looking down on us, and I know that you love us, and we love you, and that's what I'll say. I told my mom, and we told my mom, until we couldn't tell her no more, until they told us that Mom had passed away, because like I said, we were on our way up there to see her, to tell her even more. We cluttered her room with love. We constantly was there with her. We constantly was calling her. And that's why I'm up now, because for the last 2 months, around from this time, which is about almost 2 a.m, maybe even a little bit before, or between 4 a.m., I would call the hospital religiously, like it was a job for me. Speaking of which, a job. I literally, for the dedication and love, and I thank God that I did that. I walked away from a job, a very, nice job, not a bad job at all. But the love and care that I had for my mom and dedication to her disease and her struggle and her fight was far more important to me to be there with her for her last months, whatever she had. Because at the time when we first found out, we didn't know. But then as things gradually went on, we start to find out that her days were more and more shorter. And then, everything just declined. There were good days. There were days, when things seemed to look up, but it wasn't looking up too much because inevitably she had so much cancer, and it wasn't just one spot. It was at least 3 spots of cancer and rapidly moving and rapidly decreasing her quality of life, if that makes sense. In every aspect, kidney failure, liver failure, her heart was having problems. It's just was like her brain tumor, and it's just constantly, diagnosis after diagnosis, and this after that, and this gets fixed and then that goes. So if you're a person who's dealt with cancer, you would know that, especially fast moving cancer and a cancer that spreads, it just goes and goes, and it's always like, ups and downs, ups and downs. So I come to you guys and I say to you 2 things: love family, cherish family. Those are the 2 things I want to say. Because in the blink of an eye, what you thought to be so normal and so regular can just change. As I stated in the beginning of this video, we were supposed to be doing things this year. We had plans. We had so many plans because on a normal basis as a family, and my big family, we always do things together. We always go places together. We always have family outings. We always do everything. But my parents were also inclusive in that, especially these last, several years. Everything, always my parents. Going over their house, them coming out here, my mom staying out here, me going up there, whatever the case may be, us going up there. But then all that drastically changed with a simple diagnosis. You don't have time, guys. Live life, and love family. That's what I bring to you today. We love all of you. We thank all of you. We are deeply saddened by the loss of my mom, my kid's grandmother, my dad's wife, my husband's mother-in-law, aka mom, because she never called him her son-in-law. She always, and she's probably in heaven laughing right now, referred to my husband as her son. We all miss you. My daughter's fiance, who she referred to as her also, her grandson, and not grandson-in-law, grandson, and they're not even married yet. How heart opening that woman was. She was so compassionate and loving for family. I want to take this time to say again, we are deeply saddened by the loss of my mom. There will never be another. I wouldn't want there to be. Mom, I love you. I miss you. And we're going to send you home the most beautiful way we could possibly do it. I ask you guys to pray for strength for us because my mom's homegoing service is going to be on Monday.